All right, here we are. Just going to try and play a little of Golf Grand Slam today. It's one I've had for a while, and I just thought it's a good time to do it because it's kind of a weird little game. It's kind of a simulator golf game, and it's also action, but I want to point out a few things first here is that I'm in a mode right now that allows it to make a perfect shot every time. And I was just considering whether or not I like this feature or not. So let's start off with just hitting a shot. And you can see in here you have all your options to choose: stance, ball position, club, style of shot, your tee height, and type of grip. I'm just using most of the basic stuff right now. Boy, it's pretty dark in here right now. The sun's kind of coming and going, so how's that? A little better? That's my cat Echo. Well, my daughter's cat Echo, so that's this big fur ball you see up behind me. Yeah, the grip has multiple options that I haven't tried, but I'm just using the standard stuff. Square up or down, so I'll just leave it up normal. And so once that happens, you just go to here, and it's one of these where the dot runs around the ball and you got to hit it center. So that's how you hit a perfect shot. But this is automatic. So the one thing I want to show is it'll probably be the second or third shot, because then I can have a little more of a precise area so you can see. I'm going to hit no. This allows you to take mulligans while you're practicing, replay the shot. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to go up here and so you see we have zero wind, which also helps practice, but there is slope. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the slope is for the green. Even though it just says the slope in the manual, it's not really clear. But you can see out here you have slope already impacting the ball. So I'm hitting up slope a little bit. And then if you look at the bottom, you can see that's the track of the layout of the land going up to the little green patch there under the wind. So I'm even, but there's a little downhill, uphill, downhill, so which is all indicated by these arrows, which makes sense. You can see the orange arrows, I think, are supposed to mean it's a bigger sudden slope, and the white ones are more subtle. So that all pans out visually. So let's just take this, and it's, again, all things being equal, I'm hitting flat. So I'm going to hit it up to 127. And I don't know if there's a way to ease off of a shot, so that's what gets tricky, but you might be able to change your stance or something to adjust that. So here we go. I'm just going to take this shot, and what did I say, 127? Yeah, so that's going to go over, that's going to go under, but you know what? Under's fine because it might run a little bit, so I'm going to try that. You can see here we have the slope we're on. I can't adjust that, but there's the slope. There's our lie. We're in the fairway. We're going, I thought we were on the downhill slope right there, but we're going uphill. Oh no, that's right. We were going uphill before downhill. So let's just take this shot and see where it lands. All right. So I don't know if... Let's reshoot that. Everything's the same. I haven't moved anything. Everything's identical. So let's just take that shot again. It's going to be exactly the same. So it claims. A little shorter, I think, right? Let's do one more. And that didn't even make it. So there's a level of randomness built into this, clearly, because it's taken the same shot every time with no changes in wind, direction, any of that stuff. The whole location is in the same place, and it's hitting the ball perfect center every time. This is why this game's a little bit frustrating sometimes, because it's hard to line up shots perfectly, and even if you hit a good shot, because it seems to be some sort of randomness, which, maybe that's what they considered part of the simulation. 2 shots are never going to be the same. And while I can appreciate that, it also makes it frustrating to play because you never know if the ball is going to take off in a direction that you don't expect. Because you're not always hitting it perfect either. See, again, didn't even make it. Replay. Let's hit a few more until we see if it will actually make it this time. That one looks like it went further. See, made it on the green. So there we go. It's got a certain level of randomness, RNG, that just can't be accounted for. So having said that, well, here let's finish up this hole, and so you can see our slope. It's pretty flat, but the not so much the grain, but the slope is going downhill this direction, 3 degrees, which means if I hit this across straight at the hole, according to that saying there's no slope, that might just be where I am, but it should be heading down a little bit, so I've got to hit this up just a little bit, I believe. So let's see, this will be again a perfect shot, and they even have this on the putter where you got to hit the ball center to be perfect, so that really adds a lot of complexity to this. Let's just see where we go with this. Yep, see, pretty good. You saw it turn in a little bit. And I kind of do better on the putting sometimes. See this? I want to just hit the top here because it's gonna roll it in, and I'm actually going downhill. So you see it turn right in. Actually, because it was going downhill, I probably should have laid off that a bit, which makes it tricky too. So there you go. This here, I'm going uphill. You just hit it dead center. It's so close, it's not going to matter. So there we go. There's a hole with hitting it perfect. So let's now do a full reset. And we'll probably play 9 holes maybe. And just see how this goes. So they give you tips like this. Not that you can do anything. It's not real. It's just giving you real world advice for golfing. Alright, we'll start a new game. 1 player. And yes, that's fine. We're not going to do a tournament. Maybe to take some extra shots, I'll do training 1. Training 1 doesn't hit perfect shots for you automatically, but we can take mulligans. And we'll start right at hole 1. Now, when it comes to the clubs, too often I found out that there's too many overlapping clubs. The 1 iron and the 3 wood are almost identical in distance, and I know that might matter depending on your shot in the rough or something. But I've been going with this one. Same thing, the 4 and the 2 are pretty similar, but it gives a little more variety. And I've also learned that this carry, I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's a little more erratic. I looked it up in the manual. I didn't seem to really notice what it was doing. So I've been going with the 230 because I figure it probably gives you a little bit more control, a little less erratic. The trouble with this 200 one, even if it does give you a little more control on your shots or less randomness, maybe that's what it does, you can't carry a lot of the stuff. So you got to at least go with this 230 carry in the air, and then it'll usually roll out for another 10, 20, 30 yards. And it starts out easy enough. I mean, pretty simple shot, a little bit of wind up there that's going to take it. Just probably shoot for the edge of this this bunker here, and should move from bottom to top a little bit as we're viewing it. And I'm going to leave everything standard right now. See, it's really hard. A lot of these golf games usually, the wind took it quite a bit. A lot of these golf games would usually have a consistent ball motion there, but this is kind of random. It really jumps around, so it's hard to nail a perfect shot. You see I'm in the lie. We're hitting uphill. Now, that's the thing. Am I hitting uphill, or is that a left to right tilt? don't get it. If it's a left to right tilt, what's the perception? You know, with seeing that 7 degrees go that way, I mean, that's supposed to be just the green, I believe. So we're just going to hit it and maybe account for a little bit of wind. And put it on the front end here because it's going to roll out. Well, you know what? That's right, I'm in the rough, so I'm probably going to go more for the pin. And account for a little bit of wind. Let's see what happens. Eek. Not a good hit. That rough was pretty rough. We'll just keep going. I'm not going to take anything unless I really want to see a mulligan. Like if I get a horrible shot and I want to see if we can really nail it and fine tune it, or if something takes off and we have no idea why, that I need to calculate like what's going on in the area where my ball is. Again, I'll have to go beyond and a little down. Yeah, you can see our lie is pretty bad, half buried. And let's see, let's just give this a go. I'm gonna hit under it a little more. Not bad, not too bad. I gotta be careful because a lot of times I just hit the yes and I don't want to replay. All right, this is gonna move a lot with 7, so I'm probably just gonna hit it out. Will it even get that far? So I think the goal is here is you hit the ball, and it's gonna hit exactly the distance to that mark if there was nothing impeding it, pretty much. So I want it to have some oomph to get out to there, maybe a little less, and then have it just roll down in. And you can see generally the ball is sloping downhill, so I don't want to be further down with a 7-degree slope. It's really going to roll a good bit, I think. From what I've seen, I've only played this a bit, but let's find out. Yeah. See, eventually it'll roll out and straighten out on these. And don't think this is going to be happening every time. I'm not this good at putting yet, but I'm kind of starting to understand it. With this 230, it probably doesn't go more than 260 usually, so I'm just going to hit straight out here. Oop, the wind's blowing. And you got to be careful. See, I'd like to go up more so the wind will carry it, but sometimes, I'm going to put my cursor up here, sometimes when the ball is traveling, it gives this 3D effect where it goes up in the air and then comes down. That can catch trees in a very bizarre way that doesn't seem to be in the right plane. And it's probably just trying to use a 3D look with a 2D, you know, layout of sprites and stuff. So what I'd want to probably do more here is try and hit it straight, and then take this, and let's see, if I do that, it's going to go to the right. I want to do it the other way, right? Because that's gonna swing left, I think. I get backed up and confused on these sometimes, where it's like backwards, you know, which way is it? So if I hit that way, I think we'll go to the right. That way it'll go to the left. So let's try that. And then also I'm getting the impact of the where I hit the ball, which was going to make it go right also. So it was about as good as it was going to get for the way the wind's blowing. All right, I'm going to try and just aim this right at this tree because it's not going to go that far. And we're going to bring this down because we can't hit a one wood. It'll miss hit, and I don't even think I'm gonna just go for an iron because I'm in the rough. And we'll just see how far we get. That's perfect center, pretty much. Ooh, look at that wind take it. That wasn't bad. That was a good shot. All right, we see the wind's really taking it. Now, when it lands on the green, it should start rolling in the direction of that purple arrow. But it's going to bounce. So I'm going to pull this back and just try and pop it up on there. We got to go up 6 meters. I'm forgetting that component too because I'm below the hole, so I'll try closer to the pin like that. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I was glad it checked up because that wasn't perfect. I hit it long. All right, in a perfect world, I just hit it just like that. But you know what? I've got a little bit of motion going with me downhill, so I'm going to back off a bit. And then I've got to account for the rest of the slope, so I'm going to do this. Drop down so it'll turn in. And hope for the best. I mean, it's really tricky. Ooh, and then I hit it a little bad. Oh, not bad, though. I just took it back too far. But once again, once you get to this point, well, again, that's 5 down, so I don't want to hit it into the hole because it'll bounce out. So let's try and hit it right about... it's going to turn a lot, I bet, even though it's a short hole. Maybe not that much. I'll just go for the edge. But the less I do, the more it'll turn at the end. All right, let's just try it. Good enough. Rolled in. All right. All right, hole 3. A little wind blowing down or across, depending on how you're mentally thinking of this. I'll probably aim right for the edge of these bunkers because it never should hit them unless I hit it bad. Hang on. Sheesh. And you saw I slightly hit it on the left side of the ball, very slightly. So that also created some hook. And with the wind, it really goes crazy. Again, I'm going to try and play this as much as I can without taking mulligans. Probably until I get into some serious trouble. Because once in a while you get stuck behind a tree or something, you just can't get out. And that's where it's like a little unfair in golf games sometimes. All right, this is going to be tricky because I am downward slope. You know, this is where I probably should learn to move the ball back and forth a bit. Because if I want it to get up, I got to put the ball up a bit. So let's do that. We're downhill, so let's move the ball forward a bit. Give some time for it to catch the angle of the club. And we're in the rough. So I'm going to go just a little beyond the flag and hope the wind takes it back a little bit and above the flag. 140. I probably got to change my club. 150 is too much. I'll try 136. It was almost center. I mean, I did what I wanted. And the wind just took it like crazy. I mean, that's insane. Let's replay that. That's one we'll replay and see if we can improve it. So let's just... the wind took it so much, I'm just going to go way up here and hit the same shot and see what happens. Well, and I hit it on the other side, so... But still, that was the way to go. Didn't make it up the hill, though. That's the thing. You don't... If you got a lot of wind blowing in one direction, you do not want to mess it up. It's getting dark again. Let me brighten that up. All right, replay. No. I'm using... I'm on my Mac, too, and I'm using... If anyone knows what these are, move it the right way. That's the ones from the Switch that they made. They work really well on Macs. I've got an older Mac, so I don't have all the updated software on this. I can't get the newest OSs, which I think would allow the N64 controller to work too, which I don't have that working yet on here. But I'll probably upgrade this and use one of those sneaky backdoor tricks to install the OS and upgrade it when I really need to. All right, so we are going uphill, and there's a steep, besides this 3 degrees, you've got this steep slope. So the slope is going to push it up here, and then that's going to push it down anyway. So I'm going to pretty much hit it straight up this and hope that this takes it into the hole. So I'm going to go a little beyond the hole where I'm aiming, so it has some extra oomph. That should slow it down significantly with the slope that's going against me on the green naturally, besides that big one, that big hill right there. Ooh, barely made it up. Nope, we're gonna go with that. Who knows? Even hitting that other shot in the water, you know, I could have ended up with a better shot afterwards and not had to 2-putt it. So I could have been right where I was anyway. All right, that's gonna be, we gotta go long. I haven't figured out how to master how long sometimes on these slopes. Like a 3 is iffy, you know, 4, 5, 6, those get crazy. 8 is insane. Look at that. Not too bad. Not too bad. I feel over time, whoops, I did not want to do that yet. Nice short hole. Get out of there. Yeah, whenever you want, you hit the B button and you get out of this submenu. Then you hit the A button and you hit the B button again, and then you can, whoops, oh geez, you can go through that. I definitely don't want to use a 120 or something. Let's see, 20, 196. Let's try, boy, 995. Let's try that and see if we can roll it up. Tee it. We're gonna leave everything else. Well, I could hit it a little flat because there's no trees in the way, so I could bring it back a little bit. I don't know if that would cut the wind down. Let's see. I hit the B button again, I get out of that menu, and then I can hit the A button. I'm gonna try and aim it dead on. Not horrible. I did everything I wanted to. Yeah, see, bringing it back actually hit it too hard. So I can learn more from that. Let's try that again, and let's bring the ball. Straighten my thing out again. Bring the ball up in the stance. Just 3 clicks and see what that will do for us. No, it still went pretty far, but it softened it up good. I'll take that. Whoops, I won't take that by accident. 191. I guess I just need to drop this down. That's what I mean about hitting the yes button by accident. When you're playing this, you accidentally take. I mean, I guess that's the play. Also, this is one where I think you want to play this like golf and take notes and actually say, like, on this hole, I'm going to want to use, you know, this iron or that iron instead of what it probably suggests. Oh, geez. Yeah, for birdie, sure. But look at this. That's going straight across. So it's going to take some of it out just hitting straight. So I've got to go a little extra length. Then I got to hit up here. Oh boy. Well, let's give it a go. Oh, yeah. I just hit it a little too hard. It would have turned in at the end. This is a nasty little putt right here. I don't even know what to do on this. Well, I'm just going to have the hope that it'll turn in at the last second. It's not that far, so. Oh, I needed more oomph. These are the ones that get me. These are the ones with a lot of slope. I just can't figure it out yet. Because there's so much turn in such a short amount. And you're zoomed in. I liked when I found out this song was on here. It's great. It's like this. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a song that they used to use in our Lost Valley skiing area commercials back in the '80s. Aber something #1. It's a very wintry feeling song because of that. Very soothing. Alright, we just got a little bit of wind, so we're just going to hit this almost right down the center. Oh no, I thought that ball was going to jump to the other side. You're killing me. No, I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, same thing. Wind's blowing up. I'm going to hit this a little long because I'm in the rough. 195? Now let's try and go to here. One right on the other end of that other slope. Oh boy. What was that again? That's 187. Yeah, if it's 187, I'm just going to use this 3-iron. And pray. If that would have bounced a little sooner, it might have caught that slope and stalled it. I will take it. I'm trying not to do too many mulligans. Well, what are we in here? A medium in the rough. 65 max. Yeah, let's hit it right at it because that it's going to lose some oomph coming out of that grass. Not bad. Not bad. I'm happy with that. Oh boy. See, and the harder I hit it, the more it's going to take that downslope and run with it after. So, let's see how bad this is. Drop it. Drop it. I thought it was going to roll out a little more. Yeah, this one's going to... Rolling. You're killing me. You're killing me with these. That was hard to take. Okay, this hole is a doozy because you've got to hit it high enough. And I suggest, and this is one of the ones where I said if you're using the other set of clubs that don't hit as far and may have a little more control, again, I'm assuming that's how it works. I didn't really see it in the manual, but I should reread it. But that's usually how that works. You're having to use like a 2-iron to get there, but you can't clear the trees. So you want to use better clubs on this because you'll get the height to go over the trees. And I got the wind going with me. So let's try and pretend we're going to dump it right in there for a perfect shot and see if it brings it to the pin. Well, maybe a little more like that. All right. B button. 163 is what we're shooting for, so let's drop this down to a 5-iron. Wow! Thanks for not giving me a great shot there. And I just missed it. I like that music. Sounds like Namco stuff, like or Galaga. Is that what it is when Galaga starts up? I'm gonna take this. I goofed. I'm gonna take it. All right, what's my lie? Oh, it's not bad. All right, let's just 68 yards, 70. So let's drop to that and see what we get. I'm gonna hit it high. High, I mean, but I'm gonna hit under it. Slow down. No backup. Thought I might get a little backspin. Sometimes when you get backspin on this, it's crazy. You'll get backspin, and it'll go like 15, 20 yards back in the rough, which is impossible. I don't know how it does that, but, you know, they can't make every game perfect. What am I in here? Nasty? Eh, not nasty, but... Well, let's do it. I haven't done a pitch yet. Let's do a pitch. A punch. I don't have a pitch. I only have a punch. All right, I'm just going to hit normal then. Do I want to get under it? Does that help? Sure. Let's see if that helps to get under it a bit. See, this is another one with a heck of a... This is an 8-degree slope. Barely got out. No, I'm not going to replay it. Let's see how insane this goes. All right. That's just getting it to the hole. I probably want to go a little beyond that. Yeah, wild. Wild, wild, wild. Look at that roll. I don't know what else to do. Except, like, let's do a replay and see if we can get closer. So that's accounting for not hitting it as hard and hitting it higher. See, and then it doesn't even go far. So let's hit it up here. Wow. Is that bonkers or what? But, I mean, I guess if you played this 20, 30, 40 more times, you'll get used to that and know. I don't know. That's insane. But, I mean, it's not... You look at the PGA Tour, sometimes they're out there and they got to hit shots like that. All right, so this one, I'm going to try hitting it straight out and turn it down into here. So let's just hit straight. What's the wind doing? Yeah, so I'll have to accommodate for the wind too. And this is what I want to do, right? I want to turn it that way. Let's see if that turns to the right. Turn, turn, turn. That didn't do anything. Was the wind was blowing up, right? So it just countered everything I did. I guess I should have done more. Sometimes, though, with the wind blowing with you, it's a lot worse. So that's the other stuff I got to figure out, how sensitive it is. Let's say no. I'll play out of this. Oh, see, the wind was blowing straight. No, that might have adjusted. I'd have to look back. So this is blowing straight in. I am in a little bit of a rough patch. We'll overhit it, because what's the difference? It's going to get stopped by a bunker. Again, do I want to lift it out? No, I think I just want to hit it. 151. I'm going to have to change my club. Let's give it a go. Ah, see, yeah. Sometimes you don't know how it's going to come out of there. Oh, geez, it actually went through the bunker? Okay. Whoops, whoops, what just happened? That's fine. Let's go a little beyond it. I got a hill to get up. The wind's blowing with me. See if I can get it up on that ridge. Nice, and too far. Nope. So they suggest a lot of times you putt from here, but that ain't easy. Because the putting is really flaky from outside of this area. Whoops. I gotta go to a putter, just so you can see. Oh, I hit the flag. But you see it, when it hits the fringe, it hops every time. And it like hops and skips, and it ends up hitting harder than you thought. Just the way it is. Nope. We're gonna take it. Alright, this one should be easy because I just gotta hit it over hard straight at it. Because it'll slow down nice and easy. I mean, you always want to just be putting uphill like that. It's just like in real life. It makes it a lot easier. What are we on? Hole 8. 2 more holes we'll play. We'll get through the first 9. Alright, this has to clear all these trees, so I should just be able to just hit right straight out here, no problem. If I can at least hit it straight. Nice. And the thing with hitting under it more is there's probably a little less left to right, but maybe not. Maybe because it's under the ball, there's more spin it's going to get left or right. But that'll all come from... My goal from playing it more. My goal is always to get games like this and eventually be able to get par. But over the years, there's been a few where I could just never even achieve par because they're so complicated and difficult to calculate. And then you've got others where you can shoot 18 under, which is, you know, it's fun in one sense, but not in another. Like the Hot Shots Golf for PS4. What did I the last game I played, and it was a good game, I shot minus 19. And I've never shot that well before. You know, usually it's in the 12s if I'm doing good. It was just outrageous. But just that the fact I could achieve that is insane. All right, this isn't going to make it. I can't get all the way here. So we just want to lay it up into the fairway here and try and get a good third shot. Wind's blowing, that's going there. I want to clear those trees. 202. So let's bring this down. I'll just use a 2-iron. That should be perfect. Ooh, that went a ways. Wow. Again, sometimes it's a mystery in this game to me. I've only played it a few times, but I still can't quite get a grasp on it. Well, let's go back. What was my lie? It was flat. 195. I'm at 2-something already. And it hit there and went. So I'm going to try and replicate the shot again. Well, that wasn't replicating the shot for sure. So I'll take that one behind a tree and see what happens. Let's see if I can even hit this past the tree. Sometimes you're there and you can hit it past. Other times it'll just bounce off the tree. Let's see what happens. I'm not even gonna mess around. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, look, I hit the top. I hit a branch. I mean, it's possible. I guess I should have hit a really low iron so it was flat. But I don't know how that would have... Well, let's find out. Replay. Yes. So I don't know if this cursor is what really indicates how far you're going to hit it, but we'll find out right now. So I'm going to hit just a little before. I'm going to go with... Because I still haven't been able to grasp if I hit like 195 and the hole's only 190, can I move that cursor back and that'll soften the hit a little bit? Or if I really got to start messing with the ball and the stance. So this will tell us a lot right now. I haven't even tried this before. I don't know why I haven't tried it, just to verify my theory. So if this doesn't go very far, we know that the cursor plays into how hard you're hitting the ball. if it takes off over those whatever those are, those trees, it's gonna tell us all we need to know. Nope, see, it does. It takes into account your cursor. Either that or because it was rough, but I don't think so. Let's try it with a lower or a higher. Sorry. Let's go with a 5-iron and see what happens. We're learning. We're learning the rules. Let's see, that backed up a little bit even. Replay. Yes, one more time, and I'm going to hit it right to the pin, which it should have a little off it because it's, I mean, that's not much rough, but you know what I'm saying. And let's see if I get a little backspin on it. No backspin, though. That would have been nice if it would have checked up. I want to try that one more time. And let's try it with a 6. And I'll go right at the pin. And no checking up. I wonder what caused the backspin on that last one. That went even further because I hit it perfect. No, I'll see if I can hit this in. This will be fun. 2 degrees up. All right. So I'm going to get, but that's if it's 2 degrees up all the way. And then somewhere in between that, see if it'll go to the hole. I can't hit it any better than that. Ooh, it didn't even, I mean, it actually looked like it moved to the left. I don't know how that could have happened. I guess it didn't have it quite centered. Maybe that's some of the randomness where even if it looks like I hit it center on the ball, it really is not perfect. How about that? Come on, turn. It seems like once you get past 4, you get significant changes in how much it impacts, you know, just dragging it downhill kind of. Yeah, I'll keep it right there because I don't want it to have too much. I don't know if I should trust it anymore. Maybe I should hit for the front edge of the hole. Was that our 8th and I was just messing around a lot? Yeah, 9th hole. Here's our last one. We'll play this pretty standard now that we've learned a little bit more. This is the one where definitely you're going to catch these trees if you don't hit more this way. So I'm going to hit more out here. And if I hit that, it's going to move right. That'll move left or up. All right, let's see what happens. There's a little bit of wind blowing, so maybe it'll impact it. Not enough. Oh, see, I'm right at the base of that tree. That's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, good shot. But let's see what happens. I'm on the underside of it, but I guarantee you I'm going to hit right into that tree. So let's screw around here. I'm in the fairway still. We're going to do that. I'm going to hit it a little long. The wind's going to blow up with us. And we're going to hit 170 like it says. Oh, no, maybe not, because that might go into the water on the backside. And then we're going to significantly try and slice it. Oh, it hit that tree. Stay. Oh, wow. I think it would have worked if I didn't catch that tree because the tree, it was the trajectory was going to head the right way, but it hit the tree and it pushed it right. I can't believe we still stayed dry after all that. Oh my gosh. All right, what's our lie? What's that slope mean? Going that way. I'm trying to twist my head to understand the slope. I got to figure out what that means. I'm going uphill, according to that arrow. The ball's going in that direction. It's going uphill. So, there you go. We're going to use the sand wedge, the pitching wedge, and we're going to hit it a little in front and hope this isn't a mistake. Oh, the slope's going that way. Well, good luck to me no matter what. Yeah. I never know when it really rolls out. I feel like I gotta hit it a little bit long. But if I hit it long, it's gonna really impact the amount it turns. Well, it shows it's going downhill too, so I probably want to do something more like this. Nice. Oh, it's at least good to end on that. You know, and considering all the mulligans I could take, I'm still at +7. So this is going to be tricky. I'll be happy to probably, after 18 holes on a real round, shoot under 10 eventually on this game. And, you know, one aspect of it is that's fine. It's just the way the game is. But also, if you were playing against friends, you know, it's got a 4-player mode. If you were playing like that, then also you could consider that, well, you know, everyone's got the same handicaps in this game. So, well, there you go. There's some gameplay of Grand Slam Golf by Atlus. I don't know how they licensed the music for these back then, but I guess they just did. Some of these are like real songs. They're not some of them. They're all real tunes. And the other thing with the Galaga sounding thing, I don't know how they snuck that in, but there we go. Hope you guys had fun checking this out, and we'll see you next time. So long.